Thanks so much for checking out Tea and Butty on YouTube. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hello, and welcome back to Tea and a Butty podcast. I'm Erica.
And I'm Dominic. Good evening, everybody. Or good day.
God. Today, we are going to jump on a bandwagon, basically.
Or jump off one, actually. We're going to jump on one so everyone will jump off of it.
I don't know if you guys have ever played the Never Have I Ever game. I haven't. Have you?
Oh, maybe. Once at some point.
I've never
have I ever. Yeah, I think I have.
I've never ever played it, so.
Years ago. Back in my wild days, you know, when I was known as the Wild One.
Whether you've ever played it or not, though, you've probably seen it going around, especially right now. It seems to be a really popular
Everybody's doing that
game.
Quarantine game, and they're also doing that thing on Instagram where they 30 days of songs. You know, and
yeah.
It's like, a song that makes you forget someone or whatever it is. You know?
A song that you like
song
to
with a
listen
color
to when
in
you're
it.
driving.
Song that makes you want to dance. A song that makes you think of someone you'd rather forget.
Yeah. So this is a really popular quarantine / lockdown game.
Lockdown games.
Yeah,
Hashtag lockdown.
I've seen it a lot on YouTube. I don't know about podcasters doing it, but we're going to do it in a podcast.
We're going to do it anyway, so you can listen to us while you're doing other things, where you're looking at other things.
And if you guys follow us on Instagram, then you'll know that the other day we put up a question, and we decided instead of just going and picking out people's questions like online somewhere, because I'm sure you could just Google "Never Have I Ever" questions.
Yeah.
But we thought it would be more fun.
Put it out to our fans.
Yeah, our followers on Instagram.
They're our fans too.
I hope they're our fans. If they're listening, maybe they're.
If they
fans.
follow us, they're a fan.
Maybe they just listen to make fun of us, though. Who knows?
Yeah, well, that means they're an even big fan because they're taking the time to make fun of us.
But yeah, so we thought it would be fun to put it out there and have you guys send in your Never Have I Ever questions. I guess it would be considered questions.
Just to see what we've never done and what we haven't done. And we're not drinking. We've drunk everything in the house. We, lockdown,
At the time of recording, we have
60 bottles of wine.
We can't currently drink because we do have other things that we need to accomplish with the rest of our day.
Yes, like staying sober.
But if you guys want to turn this into a drinking game and play along, then do that and let us know.
Do it and let us know how drunk you got. If you can type.
Yeah, so I think the rule is you drink if you have done the thing.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Well, I've got water here. I'll take a drink of water every time.
You don't drink if you've never done it, but you drink if you have done it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll make it like a fun drinking game if you guys are listening. Maybe, we usually try to put this out in the middle of the afternoon, so I don't know if you're,
If you're drinking in the middle of the afternoon, that's pre-approved, okay?
Hey, it's quarantine. Everything goes, right?
I'm in quarantine. I'm in quarantine here. What do you want from me?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
So let's
kick this off.
Yeah, we'll just start with our first one that we received. And it was from Julie, the not so flexible yogi. Yay!
Julie, the not so flexible yogi. We just love that name.
Yeah, I do like that name, actually.
I love saying it too. So hers is, never have I ever eaten something off of the floor. You're going to go first with this.
Okay. Are we talking about 5-second rule?
No,
here?
We're just talking about just eating something off the floor.
Like,
if something drops on the floor, it's on the floor.
But like Rachel and Chandler eating the cheesecake off the floor? Or are we talking something dropped on the floor and I just picked it up? Okay, well, obviously I've done like the 5-second rule. Because, you can't, sometimes, okay, here's an example. One time, I was bringing a bowl of cereal upstairs, for instance. I was going to eat it, like, sitting on the bed and looking at the computer or something. And I missed the top step, and I flung a bunch of cereal out of the bowl onto the floor. I probably picked up some of those and put them back in the bowl because it's just like, are you really going to waste all of that?
I've done that, I've done that, there's the sausages or whatever I've been carrying or something and fallen off onto the floor and I've gotten it,
Our floors are clean, okay?
Well, yes.
We keep our floors
but back
clean.
in Britain, I used to have very dirty floors because I lived in a very dirty house.
Oh my God.
With very dirty people.
And you'd still eat it, would you?
Yes. And it would get lost in there. I'd spend more than 5 seconds looking for that lost sausage.
No, I remember one time I walked in your kitchen and you and the cat were down on the floor fighting over a piece of chicken.
Me and the cat were down on the floor fighting over a piece of chicken. Yes.
That's not true.
It is true. It is true, everybody.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, 5-second rule, I'm sure, yeah. I've never just like sat
dropped something in and gone like, on it.
Yeah.
We're censoring ourselves here. You hear that bleep?
Yeah.
The next one is never have I ever travelled outside the United States, and that's from Mallory Kalina. Another good name to say, Mallory Kalina. Just flows right off the tongue there.
Flows off the tongue.
Travelled outside the United States, have you?
I have. Yeah.
You have when?
Well, the first time I traveled out of the United States, I went to Mexico.
Hey, Mexico!
Yeah, just after I graduated high school. But yeah, I've traveled out of the United States several times.
I don't believe you.
So, have you ever traveled out of the United States?
Not in 3 years.
Can you imagine, though, if you just moved over here and,
2 years.
You never left again? You just came over here and you never left again,
Just came over here and you never left ever again.
I suppose it's possible you could have never traveled out of the United States. Maybe you genuinely came over here the first time and just never left, Otherwise, it would be sort of difficult because you're not from here. So.
I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, I have traveled outside the United States. I mean, if you're talking about traveling to other countries.
Yeah.
Just outside of the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we traveled outside the US was about a year ago, wasn't it?
I think it was longer than that.
Maybe 2 years?
But yeah.
Last time we went to Corpus Christi, anyway.
What?
Not Corpus Christi, Laredo, sorry.
Oh, I was like, that was... Oh, yeah.
Corpus Christi's still in Texas, yeah. Laredo, sorry.
Yeah, it was like Corpus Christi.
Get my Texas towns mixed up here, man. I'm in quarantine. What do you want from me?
All right, yeah, so everybody have a drink if you have traveled outside of the United States. The next one comes from Spring Breeze to You.
Spring Breeze to You.
She says, never have I ever eaten an ostrich egg omelet.
No.
I haven't.
No, I've never eaten an ostrich egg omelet.
No.
I imagine they're very big.
Yeah.
Ostrich eggs omelets.
I've never eaten any other kind of egg, actually, besides a chicken egg that I can think of.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I don't really like eggs anyway. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Eggs and me, nah. I don't mind them in stuff, like baking and
I've never even had caviar.
Whatever.
That's eggs.
I think I've had caviar at least once and I thought it was absolutely disgusting.
Have you? I haven't. No, I've never had any other
Never been an egg fan.
I've never had any other... What does it taste
fish
like?
Eggs.
What does an ostrich egg taste like?
Does it taste like an ostrich?
I do like an omelet.
Well, and a chicken egg doesn't taste like a chicken, does it?
Well, no. No.
Although I was fooled.
Surely people don't eat ostriches, though. Like we eat
If they're hungry. If they're hungry, they can. I suppose, yeah. Number 6. Is it number 6? Whatever. Never have I ever stolen goods from a store. That's from Mid King Steve. Mid King Steve, yeah. Have you ever stolen goods from a store?
I mean, how honest are we being? This never ever game.
How honest am I being? I'm going to say I have. I have done it.
I personally have not. I have not.
I did it. Mine, though, were very unintentional. And I promise that, officer. It was very unintentional. It was like I walked off and realized I hadn't paid and never went back.
Okay. Mine was not unintentional. I just said I have never personally stolen anything.
I don't think I've ever, like, thought, oh, yeah, I'm going to just go shoplift just for a thrill.
Oh, God, I never thought that either, but...
A lot of people have done it, apparently. There's a lot of people out there going, oh, you've never shoplifted. You've never gone into a store and lifted a packet of crisps and walked out with them.
I think a lot of people have, yeah.
A lot of people have done it, or, you know...
As kids, like,
I think. As kids. I mean, no, I never did that. The only time I can...
All right, tell your story time.
My story was I went down the garage, what do you call it? Gas station. In Britain. And this was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was just kind of like going to get a load of crap to eat, you know, candy, whatever, iron brew, whatever.
This was his diet before he met me.
My diet consisted only of that, and I was running low on the essentials. And at that time, this was pre-lockdown. This was the time pre-lockdown.
Can you remember those days?
Can you remember those days? When you could go to the gas station and get whatever you wanted, candy. Yeah, and it wasn't closed. Well, I went down there and I grabbed a load of crap. I don't know, and I just put it all in the thing. And what I noticed was there was a bunch of cops in the, like, forecourt of the thing. I was like, what's going on here? You know, before I went in there.
Yeah.
But they were just hanging out. They just obviously just said, oh, meet you at the Esso gas station, or garage, because they wouldn't say gas station in Britain.
Yeah.
You at the Esso garage, let's have a chat, cup of coffee, you know, it's, you know, whatever. And so there was a bunch of cops just all standing around, drinking coffee and chatting it up with the owner. Well, the owner, the guy who runs the place. So I came in and I was like, oh, nothing's going on, they're just hanging out. So I got all my stuff, you know, whatever I got. And the guy was like, oh, yeah, you know, he was talking to the cops, and he came out, goes, do it, and he scanned. And it rang up, and I didn't realize it, and I didn't realize it until I was walking out of there. I was like, he didn't scan those last two things. So I was walking out, and I was like, I'm shoplifting in front of a bunch of cops here, you know. It's like I'm getting away with murder, you know. And I thought it was just so hilarious because I was like, yeah, I got a couple of... I was like, he didn't scan those last two things as I was walking out of the place, you know. Yeah. He was just so in a hurry to get back to talking to the cops, you know. That he you know, just didn't scan it. I was only like a chocolate bar or something. It wasn't something that was going to make the economy crash, you know.
Oh, well, you say that.
Well, I say that now. Look at the state we're in now, eh?
So my story time is actually the only time, well, yeah.
The only time you robbed that bank.
No, I just suddenly remembered a time that, I was going to say the only time I've ever been with anyone who was stealing anything. But then I remembered a time when we were kids.
Being with someone who was stealing something.
Where we were kids.
I never hung out with anyone who was a thief.
And my little brother took a sucker from the gas. It was from the gas station, and he was literally like he was about 3. He doesn't know you have to pay for things.
I probably did that. You know,
yeah.
I just picked it up and I just didn't put it down, you know, and I just walked out of there. Actually, I do remember my dad going, what have you got there? Oh, so embarrassing. You took a whatever it was. You know, it's triggered a memory. Yeah, I mean, I did that all the time. I was walking out with things like
that. The time?
It was kind of, yeah.
I was a kleptomaniac as a child.
I just picked stuff up and I just forgot to put it down. It wasn't like, oh, put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
And
well, when you're a kid, you don't even know that that's
you don't have
stealing.
Money when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And if you do, then wow.
No, so when I was in high school, I think I was like a sophomore in high school, we skipped school. I had one friend with a car. She was like, okay, let's go to the mall. So we all left, me and a group of several friends. We went to the mall, and one of the girls that I was with, who shall remain nameless, who I'm sure does not listen to this podcast, but, you know.
She's in jail now.
She, I don't know if it's something she did all the time or what, but she took something for herself, and she was like, what do you want to me? And I was like, what do you mean? What do I want?
What do you want? What do you want? We've got the whole store.
And she was just like, how about this? And she grabbed a t-shirt that was not even that expensive.
A t-shirt?
But still, it was stealing, obviously. And I was there. I was an accomplice, I guess, in a way.
An accomplice, yeah.
And she took it for me. I did not ask her to.
Party for the crime.
I didn't ask her to. I tell you, I was absolutely terrified when we were leaving that store. Have I ever even told you this story?
You might have said something about it. Yeah, when we were kids, she grabbed a t-shirt and she walked out for it. And it's like, well, that kind of thing, did she do that often then?
I don't know.
She seemed kind of like a pro at it, if she's coming in and said, what do you want? Maybe it's on me. Actually, it's on nobody because we're going to steal this.
She took a bunch of stuff to the dressing room, and I thought, we're just trying on stuff, like, I didn't have any money to get anything, I was just, I hadn't planned on going out. I was at school,
so you were bunking off school as well? Yeah. So you would double cry. It was like, you know what? We're already bunking off school. Spree. Let's go on a crime spree while we're at it. We'll go and shoplift. Maybe we'll do a bit of murder.
I think it was because it was not like she was like a bad girl. I think it was more of just like showing off kind of a thing. Maybe like, oh, I'm so cool. I'm edgy. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But I was actually terrified. I was like peeing myself when we're leaving this store because I was just like, oh god, because your worst fear is that the
things are going to go off.
Things are going to go off.
What are you doing?
Yes. Oh my god. And then I just felt so guilty because
hey, you stop there.
Yeah. And I was just like, I hung. She gave it to me then after we left, or I can't remember. We got back in the car and she's just like, here, whatever. And I remember I took it home and I was just like, it's my proof of my crime.
What happened to that t-shirt?
I don't know.
That could go for a lot of money because that girl you were with is Carol Baskin, wasn't it? Carol Baskin!
Oh my god. Okay, I hope you guys don't.
For all of you who watched that Tiger King documentary, we've just been hearing about it. We haven't actually sat down and watched it, but yeah.
No, Carol we Baskin. Haven't. Let us know.
Killed her husband, whacked it.
Let us know on Twitter or Instagram whether that is something that we're missing out on, or if it's just like some kind of crazy fad that's really not as.
It's like a documentary series. Carol Baskin.
I hope you guys don't hate me or totally judging me now after that story.
Yeah, they are. They're like, oh, you big shoplifter. But I'm
being honest, aren't I?
Well, if you're getting judged, I'm getting judged for shoplifting in front of a load of cops. Yeah, that was edgy.
Should have been arrested.
I wasn't. They were too busy drinking their coffee. But not eating their donuts, because cake donuts are sick.
The next one comes from Jay Fleshman. Hi, Jay.
Jay Fleshman, everybody. Yeah.
And he says, never have I ever gone hang gliding.
Nope.
I haven't either.
And I'm not going to talk about my story that put me off hang gliding, probably forever.
Oh my god, what?
When we went to Turkey with my dad, a week or so earlier, this woman was on her honeymoon with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And they both went out hang gliding, and it was like a big story. And we just arrived there, and we heard this. She was an English woman, and she went hang gliding. And the first time hang gliding, they were on their honeymoon and everything. And the instructor she was with didn't strap her in properly, and she fell out.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was terrible. It was obviously more gruesome than it was, but the bloke was distraught, completely ruined his honeymoon, obviously.
Oh,
but it's just like,
God, was this a joke?
No, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't. As far as I know, this woman.
God.
This woman just fell out, and it was just like, it was a terrible story. It was like, oh god, and he just went home and stuff, and it was like her first time in hang gliding and everything, and she was only young. She was like in her early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that story stuck with me for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm never going bloody hang gliding.
Is hang gliding the one where you're like
you're strapped in, you're holding on, and
you
just
jump off a cliff or something?
Well, yeah,
like a hill.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the ones where you're being pulled along on a boat is. I guess that's
parasailing. Is that parasailing?
No, parasailing is what is that? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, let us know. I can't remember what the difference is if you're like hang gliding on a boat, or if you just run off a thing and you just go way, float on down. But yeah, apparently that's what happened. They had an instructor, and the instructor couldn't hold on to her, and she slipped out of the harness, and they were across, because Turkey's mountainous.
Oh god, that's horrible.
So it's just like, yeah, it was horrible.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how well this never have I ever session is going.
Let's move on, shall we? Thanks to Jay Fleshman for that. Never have I ever gone hang gliding, because we never have. The next one is never have I ever walked through a drive-through, and that's Pretty Peso.
That's from Pretty Peso
on Instagram. Yeah.
I want to say that I have done this, but I can't remember.
I've walked through a drive-thru. I didn't get anything, but I just walked through it.
God.
So, no, actually, it doesn't matter. Just carry on walking. No, I've never done it. I mean, I don't know who has. I mean, I've heard of people doing it. But it's like, what's the point? Why not just go in? What's that going to do? You know?
Yeah, well, maybe it's late and the inside's already closed.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe there's really long lines inside and the drive-thru's got no kind of wait.
Usually there's really long lines inside because the drive-thru's got a lot of people.
Line,
yeah, because they focus instantly on the drive-thru in like restaurant, fast food places.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you're in there, it's like, oh, you got to wait because, you know, we're throwing all this food out the window to the cars, you know.
So I'm going to say I have never walked through a drive-thru because I can't. I feel like I have, but I can't remember it. So I can't remember any instance where I have. So I'm going to say I haven't because I don't remember. I don't know why I would have. But I feel like I have
walked through one, but it was late and I don't even think it was open.
What? Why?
Because we did it. That's what we did. That's what me and my friends did.
You just
we were crazy dudes in those days,
You just went and pretended like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one comes from Victoria Prokofiev.
Yeah, never have I ever eaten cockroaches. That's Victoria Prokofiev.
There's a lot of interest in what we've eaten and how we've eaten it.
Yes.
No, I have not.
I have not either, no.
I've never.
No, I've never done it.
I can't really see myself ever eating them.
Oh, no.
Don't they somewhere?
They candy them, don't they, somewhere? Or they cover them in chocolate or something?
Oh.
Or was that grasshoppers?
Grasshoppers, definitely they do that, I think.
But I think they do, like, toast them. Toasted cockroach.
I think somewhere
Nothing
they eat
like
them
it,
alive, too. I want to say they eat them alive somewhere.
What, do they just go, like, somewhere
I feel like I've
seen...
No,
I feel like... like, on the thing... Well, they fly off,
No, I feel like I've seen it in Anthony Bourdain, like, a bunch of, like, maybe in Asia somewhere. Him in one of those night markets, and they have
like, little toothpicks, and they just stab them through and go...
Something kind of like that.
Because you couldn't pick one of those up. Those bloody buggers are fast.
Yeah,
we've tried to freaking
That's true,
catch
so
them.
surely they don't
And you've gone like, there's a cockroach on the wall! And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And I turn for like a second and he's gone. You know, he's somewhere else. He's flowing off or he's over in the thing. And, you know, he sometimes stops. And then that tiny second when you're about to go gunk onto him, he sees you. And he goes, boom! And he moves like lightning.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And you freak out.
So
you scream and jump out the window.
So no, I have never eaten cockroaches, and I can safely say that I probably never will.
Yeah, I probably won't either. I don't think it's something I'll be ordering at McDonald's.
Let us know if we're missing out on something by not eating cockroaches.
Yes. Where are we now? Never have I ever tried magic mushrooms. From Maverick 454.
Yeah. No. I
have.
You have?
I have, yes.
Oh, well, I've got to hear this story.
Well, nothing happened, as far as I know, anyway.
When was this? I don't remember you ever telling me this.
I knew you. My friends went to Amsterdam, and one of them brought back a bag of them for me. You know, well, it wasn't like a huge bag, it was just like a tiny bag. He says, oh, here's some... He might have been winding me up, actually.
How did they get them through security? Yeah. Because how would they have gotten them through security?
Swallowed it? I don't know.
They're just smuggling drugs into Britain.
They said, oh, we brought this back from Amsterdam for you. And I was like, I may have said, oh, how did you get it through security or something like that? And they were just like, oh, we managed to get it through, you know, somehow. I don't know. But
oh my God, you're making this up as you go along.
I'm not making it up as I go along. I did honestly try them. And they were very nice, but nothing happened. I mean, that's it. That's the end of my story.
Oh my God.
They were supposedly magic mushrooms, but nothing magic happened.
I think they were winding you up then.
Yeah, they may have been, yeah.
They don't sound very magic.
They weren't very magical.
No,
I woke up on the roof, and it was just kind of like, there's nothing happening, I'm always on the roof.
I've always been, like, not to sound super lame, but I've always been afraid to try illegal things like that because you don't know where it's come from, do you? It's like...
Well, the magic mushrooms came from Amsterdam. I know that.
Safe
But they
enough.
may have come from Tesco. Because my friend, now that I'm thinking about it, he might have just thought, yeah, let's wind Dom up. And just cut some... Yeah, I think they must have done that.
They never let you know, though.
They never let me know.
They were just secretly laughing at you the rest
laughing at me for the rest of my life. Why I order?
No, I'm like paranoid about that kind of thing because it's just like, unless I grew them myself, I wouldn't trust where they came from. Now, trying them somewhere like Amsterdam or something like that.
I wish I'd gone to Amsterdam now. With them, I didn't have the money, and I knew you then. I must have told you. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. Maybe I thought then, because this was a long time ago. This was like 10 or something odd years ago.
Maybe this is all
Maybe I thought then, this is just a wind-up. They weren't really magic mushrooms, because I remember my dad wanted to try one too. I was like, okay, yeah, let's have some of them. I said, they're magic mushrooms. And I think he said, they're not magic mushrooms.
Oh my God.
You bought them in bloody Tesco, didn't you?
These smell like portobellos.
Yeah, it's like these would go very well on toast.
Oh my God. Okay. The next one, moving swiftly
Carol
along.
Baskin.
The next one comes from Where is Marina?
Where is Marina?
And she says, never have I ever flown to another country just for a gig.
No.
I haven't. No. I've wanted to several times.
Well, actually, come to think of it, I did see Paul McCartney over here, and I did fly here.
You didn't come here just for the gig.
Just for the gig, though, no. Well, actually, I've got something to tell you. I did. And I decided to stay.
That whole wedding thing was just a ruse.
It was a ruse just so I could go and see Paul McCartney in Dallas. Or Houston, actually.
No, I really envy people who live in Europe because it is so inexpensive to fly to another country for a gig. Yeah.
Where is Marina Where is Marina? Marina is in the Netherlands, but she's originally from Brazil. So
yeah.
So she literally did fly to another country for the gigs.
Yeah. No, in America it's like it's super, super expensive to fly out of the country. Yeah. So, yeah, it just doesn't really happen. Not for us, anyway.
Yeah.
We too po.
Po!
Okay. The next one.
The next one, never have I ever been to Morocco. Nope. That's from Diana Nuno.
Diana.Nuno.
Diana.Nuno.
No, I have never been to Morocco.
Never, but we've seen it.
We have seen it. Not just on a map.
Not just on a map
Not just on the internet.
Yeah, we looked at it from Gibraltar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it was Morocco anyway. It was the north coast of Africa.
Yeah, it had to have been Morocco from right there. Yeah, no, I desperately want to go to Morocco. And I was trying to figure out some way for us to go when we went to Spain.
Yeah, we were always trying to figure out, like, oh yeah, can we take the ferry from Tarifa or whatever, but, there just was no time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it didn't happen yet.
So, hasn't happened yet.
But hopefully that will be I have at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will be. Never have I ever eaten vegan food from Drea Alagogo. Drea Alagogo.
Yes.
Yes.
I have.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. A few times. Mm-hmm. I used to eat a lot of, like, vegetarian, and it's suitable for vegan food, yeah. Yeah. We had vegan cupcakes at one time. You didn't like them. No. I can't remember what they tasted like. You were like, oh, they were nasty. They were nastiest things I've ever eaten in my whole life.
There was such a long line. I thought,
these are going to be so good. They were vegan. And you were like, oh, these are disgusting. I can't remember if they were disgusting or not. They might have been really good for all I know.
Yeah, they weren't.
It was a long time ago. Anyway,
but yes, we've had vegan food. Yeah.
Yes, we've had. Yeah. The last one, never have I ever sang karaoke, and that's Unchained Melody 2. Yes.
Oh, I have!
Yes, I was going to say, yeah, you have.
I was going to say, no, I have never sung karaoke, but no, I have.
I've sang it several times. I mean, drunk and sober. And I was worse when I was sober, so, yeah.
Yeah, I have sang karaoke. I like to sing. I have a terrible thing with, like stage fright and nervousness type of thing.
I remember you and your mother sang karaoke at that bar.
I would only do
once.
it if she'd sing with me, yeah.
What did you sing?
I don't remember. Let It Be.
That's what it went.
Oh.
Hold it down. I can't remember what the song was, but I remember the melody.
Oh, God.
But I sang a load of...
across the fire
For you. Who's that by?
I want to say Tracy Chapman. It's not. Melissa Etheridge.
So yeah. I've sung I've done several karaoke sessions. Most of them Beatles songs. And some of them other songs as well. And sometimes I want to sing little songs like, see the little goblin, see his little feet. Look at his little nosy woes, isn't the goblin sweet? Yes! And that's it.
That's it. We have to stop. We promise we're not we're not playing the drinking game along with this, you guys. We are just genuinely...
I'm just drinking water, which smells like gin.
If you were playing along and doing a drinking game, please don't drink and drive.
Well, they're not driving anywhere. They're in quarantine.
No, I was going to say.
Please don't drink and drive because it's illegal all the way around. You're not even supposed to leave your house.
You have nowhere to go. It's illegal
for you to leave your house anyway. So
you have nowhere to go, yeah.
So just get drunk in your house and don't fall down the stairs. If you have them. If you live in a bungalow, don't fall on the floor.
Oh my God. If you enjoyed this podcast, do let us know if you'd like to hear us do other kinds of things like this. I don't know what that would be, but maybe like a...
Never have I ever...
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening. Thank you for submitting questions.
The questions, yeah. Thanks to everyone who submitted them. And, scenarios.
Whatever they're called. I don't know. They're not really questions. I guess they're questions.
Yeah.
No, whatever. If you would like to support us, we would appreciate you leaving us a rating and review on iTunes. If you're listening to us on iTunes, you can also share us with your friends.
Yeah, we're on Spotify.
Yeah, we are on Spotify.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
So if you follow us on Instagram, when we post our podcast, you'll notice that in our stories we post new podcast out, and if you click on just underneath our name up at the top of the story,
listen on Spotify.
You can click on that, and it'll take you directly to our podcast on Spotify. So we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on Anchor, we're on Stitcher, we're on all of the things.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah. So
thanks a lot, everybody.
Yeah, share us with your friends. Check out our Patreon page.
Tia and a Butty.
We also have an Amazon affiliate shop on our website where we have
So buy British stuff through there or buy American stuff through there.
Yeah, we do have
and a percentage of that goes to us, so...
Yeah.
Any little helps. Thanks a lot, guys.
It doesn't hike up the prices for you. You guys would pay the prices,
normally,
the Amazon prices.
We just get a little percentage of Amazon's profit.
Yeah.
Very tiny one.
Yeah, just sort of for recommending you to come and look at the item, whatever it is. So if you guys like to buy British imports or anything like that, if you will use our affiliate link, it just helps support our podcast a little bit.
Yay!
Yay! As always, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate your support. We would not be recording these podcasts if you guys weren't tuning in. So
yes, thank you all for listening.
Thank you for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye-bye!
Bye!